Welcome back. And in this episode, we're going to explore the Iron Throne, try to free some Gondians and Will's dad. Everyone seems to assume that he's dead, but we're metagaming a little bit. We know he's in there. So we're going to join the party all up, and we'll click on the submersible hatch. Big warning here, this is one of the few places where everybody in the party is going to be in the same spot, so it's possible to lose your honor mode run here. Be careful, and make sure that at least one of your characters is going to be on the sub when it leaves.
Aren't you the intrepid little adventurer, digging and diving where you don't belong?
We're going to say let the hostages go.
Why ever would I do that? The Iron Throne is their home. It is the most useful tool for motivating my Gondian workforce, key to the construction of the Steel Watch that keep the city safe. But like all tools, the moment it ceases to be useful, I will break it. Thanks to your trespassing, that moment may have come. Return to the docks, or the deaths of everyone inside will be on your conscience.
Your mind turns to the Gondian hostages, bound in fear, their futures hanging by a thread in Gortash's web.
And we're going to choose to dock.
That was a mistake. When the corpses start to wash up on the shore, remember, you could have prevented all this.
All right. So we're going to start off
I am prepared.
by having Halson use a scroll of haste. And let's see if we can cast this on Wyll. Say haste him.
Is that blood?
And we'll
No,
grab our
never mind.
Alfira, and we're going to click on the metal hatch. And this is what's going to start the timer. So in here we've got a little bit of time to buff if we want to, but now we're on our way. So we've got a few rounds of our haste left because I was talking, but it's longer than the remaining rounds that we have. We can get boxed in a little bit here, depending on the initiative order. So what we want to do is get rid of the folks that are in the front. So we're going to click on the ladder, and our elemental will climb down it. And we're going to start heading down one of the lanes here. So the map isn't really updating that well, so we see that over here, this is our lizard guy. So this is north. So we're going to have our main character head directly south. We're going to have Wyll and Jaheira head east. And we're going to have elementals head west. But this particular elemental we're going to have go down here. We can also start unlocking doors. So we're going to click warp, and we're going to warp as far as we can. And we're going to approach the guards. And we'll fire a couple of lightning shots.
I won't give in.
And we've got this water elemental that's between where we want to be, so we'll have it move forward. And again, we're going to have it move as far forward as we can. And it's a little shy of being able to open, I think, the gates here, so let's take a look. Yeah, we're not quite close enough. So we'll take some shots at this hunter. And we're not able to get any further.
Despite everything.
And our main character looks like we've got a straight shot, so we'll run.
On my way.
And we're going to dash. We'll take a look at potions of speed here. We'll drink to get some additional movement. And we need to free this hostage and open this door. And for that, we're going to summon Scratch right here. So, taking a look around.
What now?
Nothing more we can do. For Wyll, we'll go click on the ladder. And we'll finish our movement going as far as we possibly can.
Wait. You. Please.
And, right, not proficient with these boots. We'll take them off. And we'll cast Misty Step. Again, going as far as we possibly can.
Hold on, I'm coming for you.
And our hostages in this ruin are closed off. They're dead. We have this lever, and then we'll be able to throw a shot into one of the hunters. And remember, Wyll has 2 actions this round,
Consider
so
my
we're not
hands
done with him
raised.
yet.
On the hunt.
Jaheira is going to run down. She'll cast Conjure Minor Elemental. Just going to summon some ice methods. Again, at the extent that she's able to. With our Cambion, we're going to move around a little bit. We'll come down, step out of the way of the ladder, and we'll use Rays of Fire on our guard.
No holding back.
This water elemental, we're going to move forward. we'll put one where this door is highlighted, and the other two where it's not. It takes care of the hunter and also opens the door. We're then going to warp as far as we can. Heading for the room over here. We'll take this other water myrmidon. Again, we'll warp as far as we can. And move as far as we can. And we've got a ranged attack. We're going to throw. We'll see if we can do some damage to this guy next to Wyll. A little bit, but not enough.
No holding back.
So here we've got Wyll a little bit stuck. We've got a lot of scrolls of Dimension Door. We're going to cast that spell on ourselves, and we'll travel right next to the door so that we can block the path to Ravengard. Halsin's just going to stand here. We're not going to go up the ladder yet. We want the summons that he's got to still be in the fight. And here we've got Scratch. Scratch is going to use his bonus action to drink a potion of speed. He's going to aid.
Freedom, finally.
And then he's going to run over and bite. Opening both doors. And then he'll run over into the middle of the room. With our Dryad, we're going to dash. We're going to run over here. And you can see there's a lever right here. We do not want to click on it. We're just going to stand here for now. Once we get everybody out of here, this lever will shut the doors and block off this area. With this Dryad, we're going to race down the hallway, and we'll try to block anybody that's chasing us. And this is where we're going to end up with some of the randomness, right? So if the hunters decide to snare the escaping Gondians instead of us, there's not too much we can do about that. So here we've got a problem that if we were to leave now, Ravengard would potentially get killed. He's going to be attacked, and he's going to be set to where he can't act. So we can't just have him, say, use a potion or something like that. We can, in preparation for that, I think he can use scrolls, if I remember right. Right, so he can cast spells from scrolls. So he could try to put more folks out into the field. So we could take a look at elementals, for instance. And have him summon an air elemental. But we're not going to have him leave the room yet. So we're just going to stand there. We'll bring our imps in, and the big job for them is to just try to damage the guards while leaving a path for people to run out. And here we're starting to see the Gondians escape. This guy's not able to move yet. And we might have them blow themselves up to try to do some damage.
Need to hurry. Get away from these fish freaks.
All right, back up to another round. We take a look here. This guy is just not quite through the door. So we'll jump. And we'll take a cast of Dimension Door. And we're going to move him right to the edge. So no one's down here anymore. We'll take a look at Wyll here. And we'll need scrolls again. So we're going to cast a scroll of Globe of Invulnerability. And we're going to put it just right outside the cell door here. And we'll step slightly out of the way so that Raven Guard can step out. We're going to have our Alfira take a shot at this lever to open a door. So we've opened this cell, no cell here. We've opened this cell, took care of the cells down here. Where we still have prisoners is over here. We've opened up all the ones by Wyll as well. And at this point, we're mostly done with the Alfira. You can leave her down here if you're worried about defense. We'll have her join Halsin.
What must be done? No rest. Be you wicked or wise.
We're going to call lightning on the guards. And don't quite have them. Very, very close. We'll have the air elemental shoot once, twice. Okay, guards are down over here. We're going to end up with some additional stuff, but not too much. Let's take a look at the ensnared condition here and see if there's anything we can do to get him out of it. So slashing and fire damage will remove the netting. I think the imps have a slashing attack. I do not think that the elementals do. Take the back, it looks like it does.
For the fallen.
Alright, so let's take a look. We still have one of our escapees coming up the tunnel. So to give the Sahuagin something to attack, we'll fly this Cambion down. And we'll attack their champion. We're going to warp our elemental to the other side. And this thing has 3 shots, so we're going to click 1 where the lever is highlighted. And click 2, again, lever highlighted. And if we have a shot that can get to these guys, great. Otherwise, no big deal. So, not seeing it, we're just going to go ahead with the 2 shots. And we'll see what we can do to help these folks get out. So we're going to head over and try to engage, and hopefully they'll pay attention to us. Again, Halsin's just going to hang out. This elemental is going to try to do as much damage as possible to the 2 guards. And this elemental is free. We'll take a look. It does piercing damage. It does piercing damage. Yep, so it's not going to be able to help the stuck guy there. We might be able to help the Gondians down here, so we're going to move most away across and 1 round. I got lucky on the fall there. We're going to have Duke Ravengard jump right out. Again, he's going to jump right out into the Globe of Invulnerability. We don't want to pass that. And hoping for there's a cut scene that we're trying to get to. But I'm not seeing. There we go. Had to get right to the edge there.
Wyll, my pet. I was hoping you'd bound along. A bargain's a bargain, and I've come to see it through.
Alright, so what that did...
Mia Furia. Kneel for me. Oh, do wipe that frown off your face. This is what you wanted, after all. Now, stand back and enjoy the show.
Right, we missed a little bit of the playthrough when we lost control of Ravengard. So let's take a look at him. We're out of control and on scratch here. But we see that Duke Ravengard is invulnerable, so he's still in the globe. Scratch is going to try to distract these guys. Scratch is not killable, right? So he's a summon right now, so we can resummon him if he dies. We'll take a look at this. It has a slashing attack, which is what we want. Though I'm not sure. I don't think we can attack just the nets. So the slashing damage that the elemental does is more than this guy's going to have. We don't have a low damage fire effect unless we throw something. We can, if we want, try to deal some damage to one of the combustion things. And their big deal is that they explode. We're waiting for this Gondian to get out of the pipe before we close the door. Here we don't have any better options. We are going to wait to see if any of the spiderlings follow, and we'll put spike growth up. These guys do have freezing claws, 4 to 17. If we attack, we are relatively likely to just kill this guy. So we'll fly over and see if we can't distract the spiderling in any case.
Chance! Quick, let's get out of here.
They're running, lads. We might be rid of this shithole yet.
So they're going to start detonating. We come up to Alfira again. She's got one more round of haste before she vanishes. Let's take a look at Wyll. So our job here is to grab Dad. Wyll is hasted. We're going to cast a Scroll of Dimension Door. On Raven Guard, and we're going to select a destination that is as far as we can go. And then we're going to use the help action and bring him back up. And at this point we can have Wyll also head towards the ladder. And it looks like he's got quite a bit of movement left. We're not going to get on the ladder yet because we've got summons that we want to still participate, so we're just going to step close to it.
Well, so much for peace.
And we're just going to park these guys over here.
Let's go.
We still have a fight going. And we're going to try to give the Gondians over here the best chance that we can. So we've dropped one of them, and we'll go into combat with the other.
Still on my feet.
Here we'll take a swing. And it's almost down, but almost is not down.
Worth the cost.
Now that we have emptied this area out of hostages. We'll take a couple of shots at this guy and close the doors, sealing off this passage. So we don't need to worry too much about what's going on here anymore, mostly over here, and then trying to maybe see if we can get this last guy out. He might be able to make it, might not. That's entirely a product of him getting netted early in. And we've still got some summons from Alfira out, so, and 2 rounds. We're going to be stunned next round, and then we'll have 1 last turn. And let's take a look and see where our Alfira summons are at. So, we want that one to stick around. Not worried about Scratch. Alder Raven Guard, we need to get out, and the Air Elemental. So, we'll hold with Alfira
Nothing will
for
stand
now.
in my way.
And with Jaheira,
Enough circling.
we'll head for the ladder. And we've got the click heals action for even more movement. And we'll just go stand next to Halson.
Oak Father, shield your servants.
He'll take the opportunity attack, sure. Here we've got another water elemental to try to finish this guy off. And we will park it just far enough out, but not to block the stairs. And we'll try shooting 3 shots and see if we can take out the last guard. Alright, good deal. So these guys have a free path to run. And we'll end our turn. Time for Raven Guard to get out of here. We'll dash. And click on the ladder to the sub out. Alright, so that's success. We've saved Will's dad. I don't want to watch Scratch get beat up, so we're just going to dismiss him. We can continue trying to beat up explosive bugs. We don't really need to worry about this character's turn anymore. We'll just... At this point, the Dryad is here specifically to make this area hard to navigate. Oh, I take that back. You know what? We've still got a Gondian back there. We better not. This one's still invulnerable. Our guy here is going to try and run for it. And there is a chance that he'll make it.
Quick, we're nearly there. We can make it.
Don't look back, whatever you do.
So all the guards that are spawning in this center area
Must return there. Now.
really problematic. Got to be worried about those. So we see our Alfira is stunned this round. And where is the lever for this door? Right here, I think. Now that the last Gondian is out, we'll just shut the door. Less spiderlings to worry about.
Battle favors the fearless.
Not really worried about this combat. We basically just want to give the remaining Gondians time to get out. I can't tell if this one is far enough away from the ladder to do that. I think that this is a little bit of distance enough, but it's a little bit dangerous to have them taking up space near the ladders. And so we'll take her, and I think that just put her up into the sub.
I think I could go another round.
With Jaheira, we'll just wait another round. These guys are not really doing anything anymore.
We shall carry the day.
And at this point in time, we can make sure, so we'll cement our win by having Halsin step in. You see that his summons appear next to him. And just to keep these guys out of the way, we'll sort of park them over. And we can have Raven Guard just sit down. Good job. Here, we don't really care what those guys are doing. And we don't care. We could, if we want to, we could slow the bad guys down, perhaps. And we'll just have this Dryad run to the back. And did we open both doors? I don't think so. I think we just closed this other one. Yeah. See if our guy can get out. And he made it. We'll see about the ones down the West Passage. So new guards coming in.
Orders.
Take a look at Jaheira here. Nothing special, nothing special. I don't think we've got anybody that's still hasted other than Wyll.
This is my time.
So we'll have Wyll step in. And we can have him run all the way to the back, maybe.
finding my way.
Never a dull moment.
And we'll have Jaheira be our last person to join.
No better moment.
So she'll just end her turn. Try to keep this area open. He's netted, so he can't move.
Let us see the battle won.
This little spider guy is trying to get underneath the submarine. If we want, there's some guards coming this way, but they're not going to make it before the end. So we'll just end our turn. We're good with Raven Guard where he is. Same with the Elemental. It's looking bad for our Dryad. We might be stuck in the door. All right, so when I was talking about this originally, right, I said that sometimes they would get stuck. So two of the Gondians, it looks like, didn't make it in, though they had plenty of movement to do so just because one of them was blocking a ladder. But we'll see. So it's possible that was just a graphical glitch. We'll see what the narration says.
Calmness greets you. Upon exiting the submersible, unlike the Iron Throne, you remain intact. It seems most of the hostages from the throne share your fate. Duke Ravengard approaches you, looking confused.
He's tadpoled, but under my protection now, just like you. His mind is his own again.
Father?
Wyll. By Baldur's graces, why have the hells ordained you to save me?
Your tadpole resonates with Ravengard's. The exhausted Grand Duke is a flurry of emotion.
We're going to say that Will's a hero.
You have my gratitude, Wyll. But I'm not ready yet to...
Ravengard's head still aches so powerfully the pain seeps into you. The Absolute may be silenced, but the Duke's parasite still remains.
Please, I know we must talk, but for now, I need you safe. Go to our camp. We'll catch up there.
Ravenguard answers with silence. He and Wyll have much to discuss.
We made it. We actually made it.
All right, so pretty successful run. We saved all but a couple of the Gondians, and they weren't even the ones that got netted, so pretty good. It's possible if you run this a bunch of times that you can save them all, but it's pretty difficult on honor mode with the number of rounds that you have left. You really have to work very hard at it. We could have left a couple of the characters and tried to dimension door them in initiative order in order to prevent somebody from standing on the ladder, but ultimately the AI can just decide to have them pilot to some other location completely. Here we'll link everybody up and climb the ladder out.
I'll save you. It's over. It's finally over. We're safe.
And they're all going to pile out. That's where I'm going to end this video, and in the next one we'll take care of the Steel Launch Foundry and follow up with Wyll and his dad. I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.